every time there's a new way of commercialization, the gamers are compromised quite heavily. Especially for play to earn, we see it as a long-term play because the current play to earn games are not of that caliber yet. The hope for Game 5 play to earn is that it'll be easier for gamers to earn money while progressing to their top level. You cannot port StarCraft character to World of Warcraft because it's two separate games. But with blockchain and all these games on the same on-chain, technically you can use your same character throughout the multiple games.
Hey everybody, this is Yanni Collins and welcome back to Oz of Living, where we bring you crypto news and conversations from only the sharpest minds in the space. And today I am joined by the head of blockchain for the gaming giant company Razer. So Lawrence Lin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So let us go back to your origin story. Tell us a bit about it.
Right, so I've always been into technology. I studied IT, so of course I came across the Bitcoin white paper, and I started buying my first Bitcoin in 2015. So in 2017, when Hopi Global opened their global office in Singapore, I was privileged to be asked to join, and I became the first overseas employee and get started my journey since then. So since then, I became business operation head for global at Hopi. After that, I was co-founder and COO at ZipMax, which I left during the Series B. And then I was CEO and co-founder at Moonscape, which we sold to a Singapore public listed company. And then I joined Razer, so now I'm here.
So cool. And so Razer essentially made its entry to the crypto market. When was this?
Right, so this is actually our second time trying to go into the crypto market. We got approval in April from our board of directors last year when we were a public company. So the difference between this second time is we have now gone private. We delisted in May 11 this year. And we had a lot of learnings from the previous experience. I'm reporting directly to my CEO and co-founder, Ming Liang, so it's a top-down approach. And we've been doing quite a bit in the space now.
That's fantastic. Essentially implemented cryptocurrencies as a means for payment for like purchasing Razer products, right? Tell me about this Razer Gold, like essentially a credit card, right?
Right, so what people don't realize about Razer is we got hardware, software, and service. Yes. So for service, we have B2B payment gateway that is licensed in Southeast Asia through Razer FinTech. And we were lead investor in AAA. So we are using their payment rail to provide B2B fiat to crypto. And Razer.com is using that for crypto purchase. So that's the payment gateway area. On top of that, we have Razer Gold, which is our e-money. So currently, because Razer Gold has always been used by game companies anyway for emerging markets where these people might not have credit cards. So what they could do is they can top up Razer Gold through offline stores like 7-Eleven to their account. Then from there, purchase credits or purchase anything from like PUBG or games supported on our Razer Gold store. So we are doing that with play-to-earn game companies and Web3 and crypto companies as well.
And essentially, which regions normally have the biggest volume of like using this Razer Go?
So it's usually the emerging markets where these gamers of a younger age do not have credit cards. So it'd be like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right. And so in the esports space now, tell me about your role in the esports space and how play to earn is exactly revolutionizing the gaming industry.
So we take esports very seriously. We actually have sponsored quite a lot of well-known professional gamers and esports teams. We done a branding video just last week with some of the greatest one out there. But especially for play to earn, we see it as a long-term play because the current play to earn games are not of that caliber yet.
Yeah.
With that being said, what we've been doing is we have invested in a couple of companies like Animal Car, 4K, couple of game studios, which we feel can provide AAA quality games. And we have been talking to esports communities, guilds, crypto guilds, to make sure we are on the same wavelength, so that once get scanned becomes professional, we can support them the same way we've been supporting the current esports teams.
And there's still a lot of gamers out there who are skeptical about blockchain-based games. I mean, coming from a perspective of a gamer myself, I've played a bunch of games, just to name a few, Fortnite, Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, etc. And I think the concept for me to play to earn, it takes away the freedom of actually enjoying the games. How do you see this emerging tech making crypto gaming sustainable in the long run?
So actually, apart from the fact that it might distract you from the enjoyment of the game, the other reason why gamers are against it is, to be very frank, and I'm a gamer myself, every time there's a new way of commercialization, the gamers are compromised quite heavily. So if you look at the trend of paying for games and entertainment, it has been increasing more and more and more. That being said, why I am bullish about play to earn and join Razer is exactly because, as you all know, the current trend is free to play, which is not free at all.
Yes.
You're spending a lot of money.
Exactly.
So why not, while you're playing games, you can earn something because you're spending money anyway. So that's the theory behind play to earn and the whole use case of it. So that is what I hope the industry will become, where it's fairer to the gamers, and that's where we try to make sure we do our part. The second part is for the game to be fun while not having the recognition and the microeconomics being a distraction. That will require game studios to think about these games a bit differently. But it's not something that is totally different, because we have been pivoting from single players to multiplayer, and now we have huge communities, MMORPGs, huge worlds where people can join and play and do whatever they want, be a casual gamer, be someone who wants to earn money from it, or being professional. So it's just making sure that on top of these learnings from the MMORPGs and the large-scale worlds, you have good tokenomics, you have good microeconomics that will not distract them from the entertainment and will not ostracize anyone who just wants to play a game for playing a game.
And right now, the top game still in the market is Axie Infinity. Have you identified a project that may replace Axie Infinity?
Yeah, we have saw a few. We have invested we saw a lot, actually, to be frank. We invested in a few. I will not name them, but I think you will hear these games and game companies popping up very, very, very soon.
Now, paint us a picture of how the esports space is going to look like when it's implemented in the Web3.
So the current esports is very tough, to be honest. First, you get ostracized by your own family and friends. There's not really a lot of support worldwide. There's only a few countries where it's okay to be a gamer. And it's very tough to be at that top level, because you need to get sponsorship, you need to be able to win a lot of games, stuff like that. The hope for this new Game 5 Play to Earn is that it'll be easier for gamers to earn money while progressing to that top level. Reason being, with Play to Earn, you get some sort of ownership on all your characters and items from the start.
Yeah.
So you can start selling and earning money much easier, because you can list it on secondary marketplace. You get tokens when you play and get and do rewards and activities. So it becomes less painful and more rewarding during that progression. The other thing that I hope that this whole GameFi and Web3 will become a multiple worlds that are linked. So what happened previously is you cannot port StarCraft character to World of Warcraft, because it's two separate games. But with blockchain and all these games on the same on-chain, technically you can use your same character throughout the multiple games. And that would be really interesting to see if a professional gamer with the same account, the same character, can pivot from, let's say, a shooting game to a strategy game.
Yeah, it's
and
like
stuff like that.
cross-platform.
Cross-platform, cross-game, cross-world. So, and that would be the next level to see the finesse of the athlete. How can he adapt to different games?
Yes, it's totally exciting. And you are a gamer yourself.
Yeah.
What is a game that you would want to see become a crypto game?
Well, okay, so it's personal. It has nothing to do with Razer. Just in case people will think like we are doing something. I always been interested in games with good stories and immersive experience. But I'll say my favorite game out of all the immersive experience was actually Monkey Island. So Monkey Island is a puzzle game. It's a puzzle. It's funny. It's a quirky storyline, stuff like that. So I think that will be an easier game to adapt because if you solve puzzles, you can give an airdrop. Second is a bit different. It's the retro-ish games which I hope can come back to the scene because currently all the games are focusing on large role, MMORPGs, shooting. So just a casual multiplayer game where you solve puzzles together. Quirky dialogues and fun. I think that would be interesting. Yep.
How can someone spot a good crypto game?
Wow. Okay. So that is tough. Reason being, it's still very new industry or extension of the current industry, and there's a lot more things to factor in. So previously, if it's AAA game veterans, you have good game creative character. And they have good funding, you sort of know that maybe 50% they will make it. But now you need to factor in, do they have a crypto native person who know how to manage the tokenomics, like the microeconomics without impacting the game. Currently, it is a very messy cocktail, I would say. But I think over time, it will slowly become easier to look at good games. So I would say now, if you are looking in with an investor point of view, it will be still a very high risk and a very short-term investment instead of a mid-term view. Like let's say if you invest in like Blizzard, for example.
When it comes to future plans, what's next for Razer? What's in the roadmap?
Right, we actually have been doing at least an announcement or an initiative or launch every month since we delisted. So for example, in June, we formally announced AAA announced they are closing a round, which we are invested in. And then we on Razer.com Singapore, we accept crypto payment. So we're going to extend that to the rest of the country sites. Apart from that, we are going to do more co-marketing and collaboration with game companies. We did one on social media. We're going to do one with Silver Loyalty Point. And then hopefully you'll see a lot more global impactful initiatives from us in end August and during our Razer conference in October.
Well, Lawrence, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. It was
you.
such a pleasure to have you on. And let's do this again.
Thank you so much.